Dear students, welcome back to the first PUC Economics Part B Indian Economic Development Chapter 14 Video 14.3 State of Human Capital Formation in India. State of Human Capital Formation. State of the Sthiti. Human Capital Formation. ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಣ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಣ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Human capital and human development. Here, human capital and human development, they are similar words, similar type of words for each and one. But human capital considers education and health as means of increasing the labor productivity. Human capital considers education and health. Education and health as the two most important to increase the labor productivity. Labor productivity, whereas human development is based on the human development is based on the idea of education and health are integral to human well-being. Say, education and health most are important in human capital development and human development. Both are same. But when they are going to be of using is very different. But when people have ability to be read and write and ability to be read the long and healthy life, they will be make the other choices with their value. When people have ability to be read and write, read and write, and also ability to lead a long and healthy life. Healthy life. They will be able to be make the other choices which they value. They can have whatever the values are there as per the values, and also their education and also health. With the better health and education, they can have other choices also can. But human capital treats human beings as a means to an end. Human capital treats human beings as a means. Means to an end, and end being the increase in productivity. Say this is most important. Here we can come to observe human capital treats human beings as a means to an end. The means to an end, and the end being the increasing in productivity. Here means to an end andre means andre resources, end andre products. The means in the sense that means are nothing but the raw things, raw materials, and also other inputs which are used in the production of others. ಅಂದರೆ ಜನಗಳನ್ನು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಜನಗಳು ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿದ್ಧ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆಧಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಅಂತ್ಯ ಎರಡೂ ಸಮೇತ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸೇ, ಜನಗಳನ್ನೇ ಬಳಸಿ ಜನಗಳಿಂದಲೇ ಜನಗಳನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಂದಲೇ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಜನರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಜನರನ್ನೇ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಮೇತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ದುಡಿಯುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ದುಡಿಯುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. But in the view that investment in education and health is unproductive but does not enhance the output of goods and services, is the most important. Investment on education and health. Invest on the education and health. When the government is spending and investing more and more on income and also education and also health, it may not have any production. It is unproductive because it is not producing. It is unproductive. That's why it may not be have production of any goods and also services. But human development perspective, human beings are ends in themselves. Human welfare should be increased through the investments on education and health. But not only it can be increased, as the human welfare should be increased. When a government can be investment on education and health is unproductive because it cannot be produce any goods and services, but increases human welfare can be, but human welfare will be increased. In order to get increase the human welfare, you must be give basic education. And basic health. Basic education and basic health are most important. Government has to be provide of such kind because it can be important in contributing to labor productivity. can contribute to labor productivity. Labor productivity can possibly be get increase, whereas individual has the right to be get basic education and basic health care. That is, every individual is right to be get literate and lead to healthy life. So that educated, basic health care. That's why each and every person can have a right to be have basic education and basic health. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿಯೇ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಲ್ತಿಂದ ದೇಶ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಸಮೇತ ಮೂಲಭೂತವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹಕ್ಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲೀಡ್ ಎ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಲೈಫ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ it is the right to have literate, lead, healthy life. This is the right to have literate and also lead healthy life. ಅದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಅಕ್ಷರಸ್ಥರಾಗಬೇಕು, ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. State of human capital formation in India. First of all, what is meant by human capital formation? According to Meyer, human capital formation means the process of acquiring and increasing and increasing the number of persons we have number of persons we have education and experience. Education and experience, which is essential for economic and political stage. And political development of a country. According to
Mayer, human capital formation means the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons. It is the process of acquiring ಅಂದರೆ ಪಡೆಯುವುದು, and increasing the number of persons ಅಂದರೆ ಜನಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ಜನಗಳ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾವಂತರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತರ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ the human capital formation is the outcome of investments in education and health. There is an outcome. Human capital formation is the outcome. Outcome of investments on education on the job training, migration and information. Migration and information. There are various factors are there which are responsible for the outcome of human capital formation. In the case human capital formation has been done in the country, means it is the reason is the education, health, on the job training, migration, information have been reached better and effectively to all the people in the country can. ಅಂದರೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತೆ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತೆ, ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತೆ, ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ದ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ದೀಸ್ ಟು most important sources. Human capital formation. Education and health are most important sources of human capital formation. And even the India is a federal country. It is consisting of various sectors of the economy and also bodies of the legislature and also other administrative setups are there. That's why it has been 3 tier of the government. India has 3-tier government. 3-tier government. Analysis of health sector has been taken in the other chapter. Now we shall come to know education can be only. It has been 3-tier system is consisting of the union government, state government, local governments. There are three tier system of the government administration can be text based. It can be possible to get come to know the administration has been done. Local governments, municipality, corporations, and even village panchayat, taluk panchayat, and also jilla panchayat. There are various types of the administrative bodies are there in the India. But expenditure on the health and education have been done at a time in the all the three tier system of this government can be. Do you know what are the care of education and health in India has been taken? But education and also health, the government intervention in the education and health can be, but social benefits and also other reasons is an existence of the private sector and also government sector also can be public institutions in the health and health services. But expenditure on the education and on the health has been done only by the government sector can be with the long term and short term. Especially long term can be possible to be get. And even healthcare facilities and also school education are most important part of the development of a person in the country can. Whereas whatever the monopoly power are involved in the exploitation by the private sector, government has been developed to avoid exploitation. Private has been changed into government. The private health and education has been changes into government can be because some of the private people can be possible to get exploited by the higher fees and also higher healthcare services and also others. That's why government has been existed in both private and also public institutions. So educational institutions have been run by the government called government colleges, government schools, government training colleges, research centers and others. And also health services also has been serviced by the private sector and also government sector. Government hospitals are there and also private hospitals also they are simultaneously they are running in India. But a substantial amount of damage has been to be done for the healthcare and also educational facilities have not been given by the government. We shall come to know the standard of education and standard of healthcare services has to be provided by the government is one of the responsibility. Either maybe through the government or maybe through the private. ಅದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಖಾಸಗಿ ಶಾಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮತ್ತು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳು ಸಿಗಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿ ಪವರ್ ಇನ್ ದ extending of the services of education and also health. But in India, the Ministry of Education at the union and state level, Department of Education and various organizations like National shall discuss the education sector. In this chapter, we discuss only the state of education sector. In next upcoming other chapter, we will discuss in the infrastructure, state of health sector. Health sector ಅನ್ನು infrastructure ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ what is the state of education sector ಅನ್ನು ಕಲಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. But in India, the ministries of education at the union and state level, it has various organizations. Organizations of education in India are there. First is NCRT is there. AICTE, UGC and AICTE. This is National Council of Educational Research and Training. This is University Grants. Grants Commission. University Grants Commission. UGC, All India Council of Technical Education. All India Council of Technical Education. Say, this is most important for the 1 marks and 2 marks expansion ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಿ ಬರೆಯಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. NCERT ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ NCERT ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ 5 ಅಕ್ಷರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಕ್ಷರದಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. UGC ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Here NCERT can be give monitor the education and curricula up to the 12th standard. ಇದು 12ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಿಂದ 12ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನವರೆಗೆ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯಬಹುದಾದಂಥ ಪಠ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ NCERT. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು 12th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ graduation. And post graduation. University Grants Commission will be monitor the graduation and post graduation. UG and PG ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ. BA, BSc, BCom, MBBS and also many others, but MBBS comes under the technical education ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಇದು ITI, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ, DE, BTech, MTech, whatever the types of the technical education will come under the All India Council of Technical Education ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮೂರು ಭಾಗಗಳು ಸಮೇತ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ICMR. ಈಗ ICMR ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Ministries of Health. This is say the ministries of education and education in union and also state governments will be monitor these things, but ministries of health, So health can possibly get monitor ICMR. Indian Council. Medical Research. Indian Council of Medical Research ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Indian Council for Medical Research. Say NCERT, UGC, AICTE come under the Ministries of Education in Union and also state government, central government and state government. Ministries of Health will be monitored by ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. ಅಂದರೆ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇದೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ 3 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಒಂದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಪ್ ಟು 12th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 12th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು PG, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ funding can possible to be get come under. In a developing country like ours, large population is there which are living in below poverty line. Make the accessible of the basic education and health is most important to these institutions, because more number of the people living below poverty line is most important to become up them to make the better education also health levels. That's why the education is the one of the major right of the citizens as a fundamental right. Now, education is the fundamental right nowadays. Because education is most important for each and one, that's why it has been made the fundamental right. And even per capita literacy has to be get attainable with a better. And even oppressed classes, free cost of education and health has been provided for the oppressed classes or downtrodden classes can be. ಅಂದರೆ ದೀನದಲಿತರಿಗೆ ಬಡ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಮೇತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ the attaining the 100% literacy and making the increasing of average educational attainment by the Indians. Now we shall move on to the education sector in India. Education sector in India. But even though the percentage of education expenditure on the government, it is to be get make to attaining %% education. So education is most important as part of the economical growth. That's why government is making its level best to achieve 10% education in is planned. It has been planned to have 10% education. That's why it has been made the free and compulsory education. Free and compulsory education for one and all in India, because of large number of the population are living below the poverty line. Only for this, the state governments and union governments have been stepping up expenditure in the education sector every year in order to be fulfill the objectives of the attaining 10% literacy. To achieve that, it is planned by spending. Laws both union and state governments. Both union and also state governments are planning to make more and more expenditure on the education and also educational services, especially for technical education, skilled based education. Nowadays, large amount has been spent by the governments can be. What's called as Kaushalya Yojana is there, and even the Pradhan Mantri Kaushalya Yojana is there. Whatever the education has been given, it's most important for the people to have more and more can be. Even there is a education expenditure for the education also others can possibly get recommended by the various people from time to time can be. That's why government has to make better thing regarding the better education and also better educational services with the quality of the teachers can be. It should be necessary to be provide the better education only by the quality teachers. This is what is now the state of human capital formation in India, and education is one of the major role to be play as a economical growth can achieve, economic development can be achieved. That's why it is necessary to be make the education as one of the most important part of the country. This is what the state of human capital formation in India. This is Basuraj, the lecturer in economics. In the next class, we will come to know what are the expenditure on education, how it has been come to be get useful in the country, education sector in India, how education sector is working and what extent it has been made its better things in the life of the people and changing the lifestyle of the people, stand of living of the people and also others. That's why it is necessary to be make the better educational services to be provided by government as well as private, especially poor and downtrodden classes. They must be get the free and compulsory education. It's a right is there. That's why the right to education must be reached one and all by very short period. That's why the government can have the achievement of the such kind of better standard of living, better opportunities, better employment, technically skilled people can rise, and also technical education will be become one of the part and parcel of the each and every individual. Not only for this, the future generation has to be compete with the other countries of the modern technology innovations and also inventions. It is to be necessary to be provide the best and better education which is competitively better with the other countries also can be. That's why the country has to be made affordable to be the private sector and private corporate sector of the education has to be get banned and also make the better education through the government schools and colleges and also education sector. Thank you very much.